Hi, so in today's video, I wanted to talk about why did I change my high ticket program into a low cost membership. Now, I want to be very real with you, and I won't say that, okay, I did it for these reasons, which sound to be very decent or great, but I would give you real, actual reasons when it comes as a strategy for business as well. So to give you a little bit of context, I did have a mini mind, which was $2,000 for 3 months, and it was named as Audience Builder Club. We did really work on foundations for anyone who wanted to come in. It was all about foundations, getting clear about what they exactly want to do, getting visible, getting established, and starting to see a few sales. So it was very, very high level of support because I was giving my members almost one-to-one call. And then it was a very closed community wherein I didn't mind if they messaged me privately, and many of them did message me privately as well. So this program was on beta pricing, and I wanted to take it up to like $5,000 for 3 months. So my intention was making it a high ticket mastermind. So with that intention, I had launched it. But very first reason for me to reconsider on the offer was my capacity. I did have capacity as 10 people max at a time. Now, at the same time, I was working with one-to-one with people. I used to even take some done-for-you projects. So with all of these things which needed my attention, this program really had my capacity for 10 people max in one round. So one 3 months cohort, it was 10 people max, and I couldn't take more than that. So this is somewhere I started feeling, I would explain that a little bit later as well. So it was sold out in the first launch. We had those 10 people and most of those even continued. So there was capacity for new members was very less, just one or two new people because same people continue. And even if it was alumni people continuing, uh, the capacity was still 10. I didn't increase the number more than 10 because that was my promise to keep it up to 10. So what happened is I did have this for an year and I started feeling I was not reaching out more people. I was stuck somewhere. It wasn't that money was not coming because 10 people always, right? Every time they are there, they were paying me. So money wasn't the issue, but I wasn't reaching many people. And for a business, you need to reach new people. You need to serve new people. So with this offer, I couldn't serve new people because it was my whole same people joining, continuing. And over the time, I started feeling, oh, what am I doing? Is it like a frog sitting in the pond and only the same people? When would I reach out to new people, their problems? When would I be able to solve their problems? So that was a thought process in my mind with regards to this particular offer. Then, again, when I started seeing, okay, this is how it is, that's how, and the work we did was a lot of work, was a lot of intensive work. It was all foundations, as I told. And I really wanted to work with people who wanted to scale. But my content was all about who wanted to build. Now, there's a huge difference between build and scale. The people who are building may not see huge results. So my clients did see great results as 5K consistent months, moving from 0 to 2K months, 0 to 3K months. But in the business space, even these results are great, but not many value them. And as a coach, I really wanted to aim people who are looking forward to scale as in massive scaling, like a huge list growth, a huge revenue coming in, a lot of offers launched, but my people were still in the building phase. And that's where I felt, okay, there's another limitation for me. I'm not able to serve clients to the extent I want to serve. I really wanted to help them with doing different launches, doing flash sales, doing all of this. But it was a foundational work out there wherein I felt they were good even without my one-to-one support because they had all the content out there and they could work around. So that was second limitation I realized. Then the third one, as like there were a lot of limitations I felt, even though it was the best-selling offer. The third one, so now you know the first one, you know the second one. The third one was it was such an intense work. No one wanted to end after 3 months. No one wanted to end after 3 months. There was a lot. Now, when you work on business foundations up to making money, there's a lot of work. So no one wanted to work end after 3 months. And I was in a huge thing like, okay, how do I make it evergreen? How do I stop the cohort based thing? Because cohort based was another limitation. So people could get in only once a quarter. Once the cohort starts, I was not enrolling people in there. So those were the limitations that were with my mini mind, even though it was making me the most amount of money. And at the same time, I came across a coach who spoke about low cost and high value memberships. I thought, let me try it. I love trying. So to be very honest, my only first instance was I should try it. I should try this low cost, high value membership. And at this time, I also had a membership, another membership which was launched. I had no idea how a membership is launched, and the other membership was very basic. People were paying me $27 a month for that membership, but it didn't have anything. It literally didn't have anything. It was just the support that they could value and they get from it, and that is what they paid for. But when I wanted to do a low ticket and high value thing, the first thing that came to my mind was, okay, this thing sounds to be a solution for the problems that I have with my mini. I could serve more people because it's a membership. I wouldn't be capped at 10 people. I would serve more and more people. Not only serve, but I would have a lot of exposure. My goal was exposure. Serving people is always there, but I really wanted more exposure for my business. So I would get more exposure if this was a mini membership. The second was it wouldn't be cohort based. My another limitation, it would be evergreen. People could join anytime. Another great thing, oh, that's amazing. That's something great for me. The third one was when people are working on foundational basis, they don't need a lot of high proximity support. Yes, they would benefit with the high proximity support, but not necessarily they will have to invest high ticket. Okay, I have a lot around investing in high ticket because I did invest high ticket when I was just starting out. And I really feel, that I don't say that was a waste investment, but that investment could have been done much, much better now. So when I had all the systems and foundations, and if I would have invested that money, it was over 50K USD. If I would have invested that now, I would have reaped in many folds rather than investing that when I was just figuring out everything. That's the foundational work you do. So that was another great sign. I don't have to charge people a lot high. If they wanted to do the foundational work, they could do the foundational work and then continue working with me for massive scaling. So my build and scale problem was solved. So this low cost membership idea was a solution for all the problems I had with my mini. Now I decided, okay, I'm gonna have this mini content going on the membership, a low cost membership, which is gonna give people high value, a lot of added Q&A calls, mindset calls, everything was there, okay? Everything, the same support except the one-to-one call. And then the price changed from 2000 to a low cost price. Now here, the biggest fear, it wasn't very easy, okay? It wasn't very easy. Something you have sold for a high ticket program and giving it access to just something like $19 a month wasn't easy for me as well. I had fears. What if people join, they download everything, they go off, because membership you can cancel anytime. And even if they pay for the next 5 years, they will never pay me $2,000. To be very honest, like a membership that is costing you $27 or maybe $49, and they be in there, how many years they would have to be in there to complete that $2,000? Another fear that I had. But along with these fears, what I felt, these fears were all monetary fears. Because my mini fears were not exactly monetary because I was making money. Those were about the exposure, the visibility, serving more people. But when it came to change it into a low cost membership, all the fears were around money. What if people come, they cancel? What if they will never pay me the actual price 2000? They would just pay me, even if they be for a year, they would just pay me like around 2000, sorry, 200 to $500, which is not the cost of the program because I'm giving all support except the one-to-one. So all those fears were in my place. And then I decided, let me go for it, let me try it. And that's when I launched it. But I feel really great when I see members coming in. I think we have almost 55 members now. In the first 2 months, we did have a lot of members joining with a complete annual plan. And that's where I realized, okay, this is something good. Making a hard decision to change, to turn down a very high ticket offer, which actually brought in a lot of money. Imagine $2,000 and 10 people in every time, which actually brought in a lot of money, and giving it to something low cost was a huge decision in my business. In fact, it was one of the major decisions, but a business grows only when you take risks. Imagine that there was a time I used to serve only these 10 people and maximum 12 to 15 people over the 1-2 years because of the cap. But now at one point, I do have 55 plus members and it can grow. I can grow it to 500. That's my goal. 1,000, 2,000. That's how it would go. Money would definitely come in. So money is never the main issue. Money would definitely come in, but it would grow and it's the recurring revenue. I don't have to sell it to the same people every single month. That's another benefit that came in. So this was all about my real raw sharing, why I wanted to change a high ticket program into a low ticket membership. Uh, all throughout this, the biggest motivator for me to go forward for this decision was my own journey of investing. I did invest a lot in my business. As I told you, I invested high ticket, a lot more high ticket. Sometimes I feel bad about it because I didn't benefit the most out of it. And then I didn't wanted people who are working on the building phase of the business to spend a lot, because when they go in the scaling phase, they already have to spend a lot. The support, the tools, the resources, you need a lot of things. Every single day you need something else. I'm not scaring you, but you definitely need a lot of things if you want to set system and automations. But in the building phase, you don't need all those. Then why do you invest so much? Go work, and you would save that money when you actually need in your business. I'm not saying save it, but you would have that money to invest in your business at the right time. So that was the biggest motivator, and I took a decision, and we changed the Minimind into a low cost membership, and that's working great for us. We do have a lot more people joining in, and a lot more people we can serve about. And if you want to join, I would be happy to see you in.